Lord, Bryce.
Yo.
Yo.
Yo. What up, ladies?
Yeah, man. What's up, D?
Man. Some week, baby. Some week, man. I got a chance to spend a lot of time with some amazing principals today, man. And this week, man. So, you know, it's
You've been grinding, D.
right.
You've been grinding, man. You've been out there.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And you know what's amazing about this, man, is it feels surreal, man, that we've gone through a complete season with our brothers Rahh and Ak for this coast to coast thing, man.
Can you imagine it though? Think about it, man. From where it started, when you pulled me over, it's like, look, ladies, I need you to take this journey with me, man. We about to get it going, and I need you to ride shotgun as we set this thing off. From that moment, which doesn't seem like that long ago, but then it seems like an eternity ago. That now we're here now with the ending of the first coast to coast season. Come on, man.
Ladies, man. You know, but oddly enough, bro, it's bittersweet, man, because you know, I think everybody who logs on with us on Fridays, every other Friday with these guys, man, I think it's safe to say that we gonna miss this, man. We're gonna miss this for the next few weeks.
Yeah, but we ain't going nowhere, man. This is family, man. We're gonna be here. We're gonna be here, bro.
I know, man. I know, but
you're doing it to me, D. Don't do this to me, D.
Yeah, nah, ladies. But you know, again, it's always dope, man, that OSG as a fam is always supporting not only these brothers but each other, and so that's just extremely dope. And so, you know what? Again, without further ado, man, let me just bring in my brother from the West Coast. Let me bring in my brother Amin Rahh from the West Coast.
Baby.
Come on here, bro.
Bring him in.
Yeah. There we go.
Game over. Game over. It's over now. When he bring the prince out and he does that, the game over. I'm sorry. Ak is my man. I love him. It's over, man. What are we going to do here today?
My man. What's going on?
Man, it's going good. Man. I got my son here, my daughter. She, we here, man. It's something important when you have, I have my son and my daughter. They listen to me. They get off that energy. They get off of that information. They get the feeling. They get the passion. And that's something, if anything, that I learned from my special guest is, that's important. Information is important. Education is important. And it's for him to be in my office. It's something that, is just, there's no money that you can put to it, man. This is what it's about. You know what I mean?
Nah, bro, man. And when we know that the little prince was coming, what was really special about it is because we knew the grind that you and your wife had been putting in prior to this, man. Like, you guys went all the way to the finish line in terms of all that you all were doing, not only in the lives of your daughter, but in the lives of so many other people.
Absolutely, man. And like I said so many times, man, my wife who's in the chat, just doing everything she's doing, man, and holding down and being the foundation for our family. The OSG family,
brother, because let me tell you something, man. That support you're getting from home, man, means a lot. And the fact that she's supporting your movement and everything, that is a testament to your success and a testament to your family. So salute to you, man, as we see the legacy in your arms right there. That's what it's about. It's about that legacy, brother, for real.
Absolutely. And it's good to see the smile on your face, bro. I mean, you always had a smile, man, but it's a little bit wider these days, man. And I'm so happy for you, so happy for your wife, man, for Journey, and for the little man himself, man. So again, I'm happy for you, bro. I don't even want to, I don't even want to let this go. I don't want to let this moment go.
Yeah,
I think it's only right. Yeah, I think it's only right that we share it.
Let's take a picture of that. That's it right
now. You know what? Yeah, but we should always, we got to bring in our brother in here too, man. We got to bring in the other uncle, man.
Absolutely.
Brother Uncle Akbar Cook from West Side High.
Uncle Ak, come on, Uncle Ak.
What up, boy?
What's good? I got the Prince in the building, man. It's hard to come back from that, man.
That's kind of hard. That's a rough one right there.
Ak, we see you in these streets a lot these days, bro.
Yeah, we
see you in these Jersey streets a lot.
Yo, CDC says I'm vaccinated. I'm out here. You heard?
Well, nah, man. Well, again, I just, before I let y'all two do your thing, man, I just wanted to just ask that question, man. Like, what has it been, man, from day one when we got on here? And I said to y'all, listen, man, let's do something special, man. Let's do some let's do something where we bring the coast, East Coast and West Coast together for something like this. Tell me, fellas, man, what has this season of Coast to Coast mean to both of you?
Man, I
mean,
know. Go ahead.
right.
Go ahead.
I mean, for me, first of all, I didn't know it was over. Like me and Rob, we just show up and show out, man. I'm finding out today with everybody else the last show. So, nah, man, it's love, man. Me and Rob energy is paralleled, and we always going, you know what I mean? He gonna throw me the alley-oop. I'm gonna kick it back from the dunk off the backboard. You know what I'm saying? So it's always love, man. But yeah,
And
this
speaking of
is a
dunking on the
blessing.
backboard, Akbar's losing a lot of weight. He's getting into game shape, so that dunk is going to be a reality real soon. I'll see what's going on.
Yeah, we working out here, man. That's what my special guest is. But go ahead, Rod. Tell them how you feeling.
Hey, man, it's same thing, man. The energy, inside outside game, dynamic duel, trying to just send a message that, man, this work it's not easy, but it can be done right through a village and the whole entire OSG family. Dr. D Nice, Dr. Johnson, Dr. Gilmore, everybody. Denise. It wouldn't be possible without the entire OSG family, the Lioness, the Avenger, everybody. So this energy is amazing, and we just getting started.
Absolutely, man. Again, we don't want to hold this up any longer, bro. But I think I can speak for Lays and say we're extremely proud of you all, man. Both of you, both of you are now authors of your own books, man. One is already a bestseller. The other one's about to be a bestseller. Hey, I'm extremely proud of you too, man. For real, man. Keep up the great work. Continue to wave the flag of OSG because it's all about the family. It's always about the community in which we serve and things like that, man. So salute to both of y'all. Get out here and kill it on your last episode for this season.
Say one more time, D. One more time, D. Revolutionary educators always
focus on the love. That's what's up, y'all.
Yeah.
Salute, y'all.
Yes, sir. Man, boy, listen, man. It's been a roller coaster, man, since he's been here, but it's been so enjoyable, man. And I know you out there, you got your sons, they balling, man. I can't wait to have my daughter and they get to that stage where they doing sports, man. I'm excited for that. I can tell you that.
No, that's love, Ryan. It's crazy you bring it up because people don't know. Me and you, this is the first time I speak to you for the week, and then we just let it rip. But that's what I wanted to bring on today. Like I got a guy that I went to school with named Alan Watson. He played ball. He was 2 years ahead of me. Went to Compton State, and then he went on to do some other things. Now Al's a trainer, but now the big thing I got him on here about, like, he's really about that vegan lifestyle, vegan athletes. He's training NBA athletes, and now he's training my sons to be these amazing people, but one, getting their body in order. So that's what I want to do today. I want to talk because I've been losing weight, but I probably been doing it the right way. I ain't on no vegan stuff. So I got my brother Al in here. I don't know, Liddy, we can bring him up and just talk about what we doing.
What's up, Alan?
Hey, what's up, man? Y'all can see me?
Yeah.
So Al,
yes,
you got to tell them about your whole movement to be a vegan lifestyle and what you're doing with Aquafit and alkaline water, and you can tell them about the 3 stores you got. Yeah, just break it down for them, Al.
all right. So yeah, I'm definitely a plant-based athlete, and definitely just trying to feed the hood healthy, and try to get everybody on that wave of eating healthy and hydrating properly. And Aquafit is a very unique place. It's a water bar, it's a gym, and we do plant-based sushi, cold pressed drinks. So it's more raw.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times when people eat vegetables, especially us, we cook a lot of the nutrients out of the vegetables. So raw is the highest level of veganism, basically. So you get all the minerals, all the nutrients that you need from raw food, cold pressed drinks, stuff like that. But it's 3 stores. So my partner founded Blueberry Cafe, which is I want to say the first all alkaline vegan cafe in the world, which is basically Dr. Sebi approved, and basically, we've been helping people transform just a whole new lifestyle just through the plant-based the plant-based lifestyle. And then we created zucchini bar, which is zucchini bar is raw is for treats, desserts, teas. We do pizzas. That's the easiest way to get me to transition people into the vegan lifestyle is through zucchini bar, because there'll be things that they can relate to, like pizza, nachos, but everything organic, everything healthy, no dairy. And that's what we did. We try to create a place that you could come to and have good food but healthy. And then the water bar is very, very important, because most people are dehydrated and confusing dehydration with hunger. So we teach them how to hydrate. I teach all my athletes how to properly hydrate their body. And with that, people start losing weight, feeling better, more lively, more energy level goes up just from the water. So, but that's basically where I am, and trying to get from the little kids all the way up to the pro athletes. We've all been, stuck in this little rut just from, drinking Poland Spring and all the plastic waters. So just try to change the narrative, man, especially in our community. So people were like, why are you doing it in Newark? Like, you should be in Montclair, Short Hills, these uppity areas. But, we decided to do it right in the area where we're from. We deserve to have this food, and it's been a beautiful process.
So Al, one thing that I want, like, the viewers, including myself, to know, like Al, like, he don't even let us drink like regular water. And can you break down the water? Like, my sons, we just had to buy the glass jars, or they got to drink it in metal canisters. Like, break that down, because everybody don't know how important, that part is when you said we're dehydrated and why we go to the bathroom so much. Can you break that part down, Al?
Yeah. So what happens is we've been so conditioned to drinking. So just to think, the manufacturers when they put the water into the plastic bottles, we don't know how long it's been sitting there. So we get it. I mean, the factories put it in the plastic. The trucks come and get it. Sitting in the trucks, traveling across the country. We don't know how long. They drop it off to the supermarket. It's sitting on a shelf for months and months. So all those plastic molecules are going into the water. So by the time we drink it, we like, oh, I've been drinking water all day. That your body on the inside is like a dry plant that you forget to water for weeks. It's like, damn, I forgot to water my plant on the inside. So the body is the most intelligent thing on this planet. The body can't register plastic. So what happens? We drink it, we pee it right out. So we thinking, well, I've been drinking water all day, and then you eating. So people are like, well, I'm carrying this excess weight across the belly because you're eating when you're really thirsty. So you're dehydrated. And when people start drinking our water, I tell people even before working out, hey, drink this water for about a week, come back and see me. They're like, oh, my bowel movement's been different. My skin, because once you start to drink the water, your kidneys, all your organs are like, hey, nutrients, let me get some. So now people are like, wait, I haven't really been peeing. That's because your body is absorbing the minerals and nutrients of the water. And that's so important. So that's why most people are dehydrated and they're thirsty, and they keep drinking these plastic waters, and it has no nutritional value to it, none whatsoever. So anybody that comes in, I'm like, hey, no plastic. So all the kids know, all my athletes know, when they see a new kid come in and they come with this plastic, it's like, oh, like, nah, we can't do that. So it's just, again, changing the narrative and just giving the information that we just been lacking for so many years.
So, Rahh, you got a question for Al before I ask the last one?
I always want to know the journey on how did you get started? Who was the person that got you involved, and walk us through that process.
So through my journey of being an athlete and trying to, pursuing the NBA, I've always been into fitness, like working out. Before it even became a business, it was kind of like, oh, go work out with Al. He always working out. And as I started playing, I played professional ball in Europe for 9 years. Every country that I played in, I was meeting with different doctors, learning different stuff. So when I retired from playing, I got right into the fitness part. I worked for New York Sports Club for 1 year, and then created my own company in 2009. I created my own company. And actually at that time, I wasn't even vegan. I was pescatarian. So I was eating just like fish, seafood, stuff like that. And then, you know, as I start learning and researching, meeting people, I'm like, oh, and I wanted to be the best. I felt like I was short, so I wanted to get my best, my body, give me the best opportunity to, you know, to make whatever team to draft, whatever I was trying to do. I want to be in the best shape. So once I started learning, hey, it's your body don't digest this and the chemicals, I just researching, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Met my partner and it was kind of like, hey, this water, we got to do this. And we don't use it. Everything got to be organic. So we're very particular on that stuff. So as I evolved as a trainer, you know, on one aspect, just the physical aspect, I was getting deep into the nutritional part with the food. And then the hydration kind of came about just through research. And it made sense. Like I eat for my blood type, which a lot of people don't know about. Like, that's another thing that's so crucial. You don't realize that you're eating things that you actually really, really like that don't go with your blood type. So for instance, example, I'm an O positive. I love strawberries. I love, even when I was eating like fish and stuff, catfish. I love catfish and strawberries. They're very acidic, so it's horrible for our blood type. And I really like it. So when you eat it, you don't have like outbreaks or anything like that. But what happens is if we continue to eat outside our blood type, for O positive people, it increases our chances of having heart disease. So I learned that ketchup, I always love ketchup. I didn't realize, hey, damn, I start itching. I didn't know what it was. It was ketchup. I learned my blood type don't go with that. So once I eliminated ketchup, I don't itch anymore. And then the moment I do have something that has ketchup in it, I'm itching. So all of that kind of just through, you know, just operating on that frequency, things just started to fall in place. And it took me from one level, and it was always my lifestyle. So it kind of like fit. And then, you know, and I was a plastic water drinker and training pro athletes that was drinking the same thing. We drinking baby water, Pedialyte, all that type of nonsense. But, you know, just learning it and researching it, reading books. There's a great book called Acid versus Alkaline. It's a really, really good book about water. And again, that's just how I learned. And me and my partner's on the same frequency. And we created those opportunities, and now we're about to open our 4th restaurant, vegan restaurant, all alkaline, and that's really the journey.
D, your mic, you muted. D, I see Dennis, you muted.
Yeah, what's going on, Al? Man, thank you so much for everything. Thank you for everything that you've shared thus far. And I think, you know, one of the questions that always seems to, you know, come to mind when people are trying to start a new journey such as this. You know, like, where do people start? You know what I'm saying? Like, we hear it oftentimes, you know, I think plant-based most certainly is the healthiest route to take. But in terms of just actually getting started, you know, how and where do you feel that people should actually start this journey? I mean, obviously it's not as simple as just going cold turkey and being able to go down to the corner store, especially in many of the communities in which we serve. How do you recommend for people like us to be able to help people in our communities who don't always have access to the type of foods and the type of resources that you talk about? How do we get them started, and how do we get ourselves started?
Okay, so as far as the food, I like to start a lot of my clients off with little minor adjustments. A major one, actually major adjustments, but little tweaks. So I would say the salt, because a lot of us use salt to season it, right? So I would switch. I always tell them, get rid of the white salt, right, and start with pink Himalayan salt. Pink Himalayan salt is a mineral. So I try to teach my clients that your body is a Rolls Royce. Most people never had a Rolls Royce, but you know that it's a super luxury car. You can't put regular gas in a Rolls Royce. So you want to give your body minerals to keep you from getting tired and all that stuff like that. So salt, I get them to switch to pink Himalayan salt, which is major. I get them to stop using olive. We always use olive oil for everything. People don't realize that when you put olive oil into heat, it turns into a chemical. Olive oil is really designed to go on a salad as a dressing type of thing. So your cooking oil, I would say you switch to grapeseed oil. These are your options: grapeseed oil, avocado oil, walnut oil, or sesame oil. No canola oil. Canola oil is the worst thing you could possibly put in your body. So first, the cooking oil, the salt, and then your sugars. No white sugar, no brown sugar. All that is terrible for you. You want to go with coconut sugar. You want to go with agave, or date syrup. Those as sweeteners. So those to me are the core, because you're always going to make something that you want to season. You got to cook it. So you want to know the proper thing to cook it. That's going to give you benefit. And then sweetener, whether it's cereal, oatmeal, desserts, whatever. So I think that's the core, because in our community, high blood pressure, cholesterol, high cholesterol, all that stuff is major. So to me, that's like the foundation. And then I'll start with, as far as, let's say with pasta, that's the main thing for us. People don't realize that regular pasta converts into sugar. So a lot of my clients, that's like, well, I cut this out. I'm eating pasta and my sugar levels are still high. That's because the regular pasta that you get in the store turns into sugar. You want to get grains. So eat kamut pasta, spelt pasta, chickpea pasta. That's all minerals in it. And it's a grain that's very digestible. That eliminates that. So you got your pasta, you got your cooking oil, and you got your salt seasoning. You still can use your coconut. You still can use your onion powder, stuff like that. And then the next, I would say, like, if you're a meat eater, I try to get them to cut back. So, all right, let's do only 2 days a week. You just do meat or fish or whatever. And I try to show them how to make mushrooms. For us, mushrooms and walnuts are our protein. That's where we get most of the protein at. So I'll make mushrooms the same way fried chicken, and you wouldn't even know. You'd be like, wait, this chicken? And it's all about the seasoning. And mushrooms are so beneficial to us. Like, and mushrooms could taste however they have over 1,000 type of mushrooms. You want to taste like seafood, chicken, everything. So that's the easiest way that I do it.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to think what else. And then in the water. The water is, again, we can't live without water. We could go, you have to hydrate your body. Your body, just drinking, and if you're going to get the water, try to get glass. Starskies is a major one. It's spelled STARKEY, and Spring Mountain comes in a greenback. So glass, you want to stay away from plastic. If you do any plastic, anything that we have plastic in any of the stores are not only BPA free, but they're made from banana peels. So we don't cut any corners. People eat healthy food and they put it in styrofoam trays, and that defeats the whole purpose, because those chemicals get into the food. So, and definitely stay away from the microwave. Microwave is like a death chamber. And a lot of my family members, I'm just getting them off. Microwaves are like instant radiation, damaging your insides ASAP. And any of the food that you put in it, everybody puts their food in the microwave, the radiation kills all the nutrients in the food. So now you got fried food, eating potatoes, starches, and then you put it in the microwave, all that radiation is just going into your food, and then we digesting it, eating it. So,
well, thank you, bro. I appreciate that, Al. Definitely. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you guys.
Al, definitely. And I'm gonna have my boy Al. We're gonna set something up with Rocky and Dame. We're gonna get them on there for Health is Wealth, because he take it to another level with this right here. D, I thought I was on to something, man. I see Al, I'm like, man, we doing this stuff wrong. It's like the new Dr. Sebi, man. But thank you, Al, for coming short notice, man. We appreciate you, King, and I'll see you on Tuesday, baby.
Sir, appreciate you, King. Y'all salute. Have a good one.
All right. Do the same.
Wow. Hey, yo, he was kicking some gems, boy.
Oh,
yeah,
for real.
Yeah, Rob. That's like Rob. So my kids, because when you mentioned my kids, I'm like, all right, let me just jump into it, Rob. So my kids, they work out with Al, and it's not like we dribbling. It's nothing with the ball. He's training their bodies, like that twitch movement, like, you know what I mean, like stretching. That's all it is. Hydrating their body and teaching them how to move. And and do all these certain things. And now I'm in there, I'm like, well, shoot, give me some aqua water, give me that alkaline water too. So we got the gallon jugs, and we're gonna start this regiment where, you know what I mean? Like I'm listening now, man. And I always tell Dennis these, I listen. So when Al started preaching that, and everybody was like, no, this the training to go. Like he was being humble, but I know he's really big with Victor Oladipo. We work out with him and some other guys, and some of these draft picks is about to come out. So I'm watching him train all of them. I'm like, well, shoot, maybe get my boys in there. So that's where it all came from. So that's what it is. And then Rob, when you said you got the prince with you, then your daughter, you can't wait. I was like, well, hey, come on, Al. Rod made it, you know what I mean? Rod set the alley-oop for you.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Now that was he was kicking some stuff that made me just reevaluate my whole situation. For real, you know. So this dope, man. Dennis, what you get from it?
Nah, man, same thing, you know. And I've been, a couple of weeks ago, I was out playing golf in Florida with Alonzo Mourning, who basically has gone complete vegan and plant-based. And so basically playing golf with Alonzo for 4 hours, just really understanding that lifestyle and just knowing for him, like he's in the best shape of his life. Like if you look at Alonzo, he's better, he's in better shape than he was when he was playing ball. So, I immediately thought to myself, like, that is something that I most certainly want to lean more towards, if not, complete, not complete overhaul, but definitely move more towards that. But one of the things that I'm always concerned with is just about the accessibility to those type of foods, right? Especially in many of the communities in which we serve. So I most certainly think, Alan is onto something, and I just hope that what we can do here is take it a step further and really help some of the people in Newark and Compton, Brooklyn, the Bronx, and other places where food deserts are most certainly most evident and most prevalent.
Absolutely. So hey, listen, y'all, Kings. I think it's time to bring on my guest, y'all. So before we bring on my guest, man, this person, y'all, this person is special to me because, like I mentioned to mostly everybody that know me, he's my superhero. He raised 6 kids, just a selfless person. A revolutionary. I'm the revolutionary principal. He's the revolutionary father. He's the revolutionary husband. He's the revolutionary professor. And I just want to share this space on our season finale as I have my son here, myself, and I want to bring up my father, the legendary Professor Amin Rahh. Let's bring.
Yes. There he is.
All right. Abani Gani, everybody, which is Swahili for what's the news. And really a blessing to follow you guys as much as I can. I used to, get a message when y'all are on. And I really enjoyed the conference you put on that was monumentous. And I really like the revolutionary concept of you as educators and principals with regards to your vision that something has to change with regards to reaching young people, motivating them, getting them to want to learn and want to have a blueprint for their lives and start building that life. So I really want to compliment y'all. And I talk about the revolutionary educators and principals whenever I give a lecture and people ask me about education. And I'm really proud of my son and my grandson and grandchildren. I have 6 children and 12 grandchildren. And our focus is education, not just to get a degree or a high school diploma from a public high school or a college or something like that, but I try to teach them that their true degree will be measured on how they function in life and the importance of discipline. And that education is a tool and a weapon. And that most of our achievements came from people being able to read and study before there were books allowed to them. They read nature and they read life. And they, even though they didn't have a degree, they realized that the first person that got a degree got it from someone that didn't have it, or they wouldn't have been the first one with it. And so as we look at our parents, and you guys must look at the difference between the status of your parents and their concepts. Most of us, our parents, or at least in my situation, my parents finished the 3rd grade. My mother finished the 6th grade. My father finished the 3rd grade. They weren't not into education. They were into working and providing. Generations have went, and as we got more people educated, our class, because that's one of the measurement, especially in Euro America, in white America, that allows you to be able to communicate, be able to solve problems through peaceful resolutions and lack of conflict. Whereas when I came up, our parents whipped us hard. I mean, we got beaten. They hit you, didn't tell you why. I mean, it was like that. Whereas we could raise our children without that, with coaching, encouragement, and being an example. So I look at education as the way Malcolm looked at it. Martin Luther King was a straight A student, skipped in the 9th grade, 12th grade. As you know the story, he entered Morehouse at 15, graduated and on a special program, straight A student. And you look at his character, and that's what you're trying to develop, a sense of maturity and character in young people, so that they can be an example for the other kids that come into the school. And so when I look at Brother Akbar and I hear about all the things he did, and I saw where Oprah came in and donated some money one time, and other people, and they wanted him to be a disciplinarian, and he transformed the school and matriculated it up, started the midnight basketball. I mean, that's a person that's investing time, energy, creativity into a community out of love for a vision for liberation. Not a political liberation, but educational liberation for many young people. And you too, Dennis, for starting the OSG program, that vision. That's out the box. Most young people y'all age do not think like that. Wherever that spirit, that poltergeist of our ancestors that have seeped into y'all minds and into y'all hearts, the Harriet Tubmans, the Martin Delaney's, Adam Clayton Powell's, all the Martin Luther Kings, the Malcolms, all of that, all our ancient history, King Tut, King Hatshepsut, all the pharaohs, all the ancient Egypt that said, know thyself. Y'all are just monumentous, and I can't say enough about my son Amen and the rest of my children. But Amen is definitely a leader. We had a rough time when he was young. He used to take my videos and sell them at school. I had to fight with him about earrings, and he wouldn't get the pierce ear because I noticed that, so he had the clip-ons. And I was at his graduation. And I had binoculars, and he had his earrings on. I told my wife, "I'm leaving." No, you can't. I said, I tripped out because But now he has to tell young people, "You can't do this. You can't do that," and about character, and he understands. I just love the investment that y'all are doing, and you're trying to become self-sustaining. That's why you deal with businesses and entrepreneurship, so that you can have the funds to do more creative things. That's just a revolutionary thing. But getting back to Amen and Prince and Journey and his wife, and then my other kids, I've been blessed to have 6 children that we haven't had no major problems at all. Of course, they have problems with me because I trip out. I'm a black nationalist. If the white man been on me, for demonstrations. Every major demonstration that's been in LA since 1968. I was arrested during the Watts Rebellion in 1965. Did 45 days in juvenile hall with a probation for a year. I played basketball. I never thought I'd go to college to do anything other than play basketball. Aspirations, just like Brother Allen Watson, that, you know, I'm going to play in the NBA or be a hustler. Well, you know, I'm Malcolm in the daytime and Superfly at night, you know, running around with the dramatics and temptations and, you know, doing all kind of wild stuff. And I'm glad I went through it so that I could teach others not to do it. And I could tell when they doing it, because I've been through it as young persons in the subliminal seductions. The challenge of television, too much television. The primary education source for anyone is the home. You got to call it a household now because so many kids are in placement homes. There got to be a value and an expectation of that child to do good and bring good into the world. You have to have a philosophy. My philosophy is Kawahida, created by Dr. Maulana Karenga. That's the best of African thought and practices. And I try to instill that in our children. That, you know, the system always trying to make us look like we're the most problematic thing that ever walked the earth. But if you look deep into our history, there's a manifestation of greatness, a manifestation of achievement. For people to come through the Holocaust of enslavement, the way we have, and the accomplishments that we have, y'all are standing on the shoulders of people that got you out of slavery, put you through manumission, got you through sharecropping, got you through all the racial discriminations. Whereas you feel free, you act free because you are free. And it's hard to be yourself if you don't know yourself. So I'm just proud to share some thoughts with you. Any questions you have, please shoot them at me. Because I'm just honored to be here with y'all in the presence, knowing that we got young people coming after us.
Yeah,
that's gonna be doing the things that y'all doing.
Hey, Rahh, let me jump in and ask your dad. So
go ahead.
Listen. So, Professor, you know, I mean, obviously, it's always great when we can impress and make our parents happy and make us proud. Talk to us a little bit, man. Like, what does it feel? What does it feel like as a father of such an amazing educator and even a more amazing person to watch what your son is doing, not only in on the West Coast but across this country? What is that? How does that make you feel, brother?
Well, it's beyond words, because you watch and you see them doing their own thing. You understand? I mean, our man does things. I'm doing things my father would never have thought of. You know, he was just a worker. You always want your children to go further than you. And that's what I see in our men, and that's what I see in the rest of my children also. You want them to achieve more than you. And so it's a euphoria, a feeling of, well, hey, look, just stay where you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't pay me no attention, because I'm in my generation. Although we the same, the white man don't care who we kill. He kill old, young, male, female, lock us all up. He don't care. Trumped up charges. It don't make no difference. But y'all keep doing what you're doing. And I feel that the most important thing that he could do is be, one, true to himself, true to his family, and true to his spirituality, his faith, and true to the brotherhood and sisterhood he has with y'all organization and y'all goals. You have to have a vision for the future, and you have to work toward it, and you can't be scared. Y'all stepping out there, and you stepping out there, and there's going to be obstacles. There's going to be OSG hesitancy in many people. They don't want to change. Most Black people are educated by white people. When you don't use I had to reteach myself as a professor for 34 years in Black Studies and at Cal State Long Beach. I had to go and learn and teach myself. Like Alan was just saying, he learned all about nutrition, not in college. He said he did his own research. He said he did his own studies. And then him and his partner get together and they collaborate. And that's what I see y'all doing. Although your intellectual skills are important, your ability to read, write, produce, create, those are skills you need, intellectual skills in America, English, even though we ain't English, you understand? I mean, that's a language we speak, but our native language, well, we don't know what part of Africa we're from. That's why we just say we Africans. We from all of it, you understand? But the point is that y'all are blessed to be able to go through this system and get something out of it, get more out of it. I always try to teach people get more out of life than life get out of you. And that is work and study and be creative. Like y'all producing books, writing and publishing books and publishing literature for people to have when y'all aren't around, they could study. That's beautiful, brother. But I just love my son. I love my grandkids, and he knows that. We have family meetings, family reunions. That's mandatory. We see each other all the time as much as we can. And that's a love that we have, a bond that we have, and a respect that we have. I have a lot of respect for each and every one of you. And as far as I'm concerned, y'all my sons. And and I can't wait to tell others that I was on your show and about OSG and about the things that's going on from coast to coast. That's national. But see, Black people, and I'll be glad when y'all go international, because until all Black people in the Caribbean, in the Africa, wherever we are, us is, and that's where I look at it.
Man, listen, y'all, can y'all understand the lectures that I got when I was a kid? that was it, man. Pops, I want to say this is probably the most special moment I've had for the Coast to Coast. No, nothing against all the guests I've brought on, but to have my father on to speak life, not only to me, but to share this moment with the OSG family was really important. And Pop, I just want to, could you also explain just real quick, briefly, your journey in building the Black Studies Department and why you felt that was important and necessary as your journey and the information that Black Studies have had on you and the amount of people that you've impacted with building the Black Studies Department?
Well, I never thought I would do it. Like I said, I thought I was going to play pro basketball. I played for Jerry Tarkanian, Hall of Fame coach, and we won conferences and we played in the NC2A. We did a lot. The issue is that Black Studies, it done changed. When we started it was a student movement. San Francisco State had the first Black Studies program, and then we went on to Black Studies. Just a minute.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Black Studies at Cal State Long Beach. I started in 1967. We started the first BSU at Compton College after listening to Malcolm X, Message to the Grassroots, and Battle to the Bullets. And then we went out and we started our first BSU. But even before that, I was a little active already with Young Men for Total Democracy. And so then I went to Cal State Long Beach, and Tarkanian recruited me. And I went, and most of the students that he recruited, the brothers he recruited, they wouldn't know where the gym was, where financial aid was, where the cafeteria is, where the bookstore is. I asked him, and he put it in his book, or put it in, and he used to brag about it. He said, you know what, they call me by my nickname, but anyway, he said, you know what he wanted? He wanted to know where was the BSU, So I knew a lot of the students. So I got involved in BSU. The Black Student Union, along with all the other Black students, we started the Black Studies program. I helped write some of the curriculum. But then the BSU got cliquish, and they hired this brother out of New York, Dr. Arthur Jackson, I think his name was Jackson. He never showed up. So the BSU appointed the president of the BSU as head of the department. The administration wouldn't take him, the faculty wouldn't take him because he was a student. And faculty members with master's degrees and BA, they didn't want to do it. So when I met with the president of the college, they asked me to come in. And they wanted me to work in athletics. And they said, could you go and, work with something? I said, no, because they had closed down the Black Studies program, kicked them all off campus, locked the doors, and wouldn't pay none of the teachers. I said, I want Black Studies to start again. And so they reconstituted the department. So in 1970, I became the first head of Black Studies at Cal State Long Beach, hired by the university as an administrator, which was department chair. I never taught, but I taught in the community. So I had to learn how to teach, I had to learn how to write curriculums, I had to learn how to, all of that. But it was a journey because we made it student-based, and the students felt that they were a part of, just like what y'all do at your schools. You make the students think this is my school. So I'm gonna keep it clean. I ain't gonna have no fighting. I ain't gonna have no violence. I ain't gonna have none of that. And I'm gonna look out. And that's the way we were up to 2004. We put on what we call the Black Consciousness Conference that's still going on today. We started in 1979, and we brought in Mr. Farrakhan. We brought in Abdul Khalid Muhammad. We brought in Dr. Naeem Akbar out of Florida. We brought in Dr. Yosef Ben Yakanan. We brought in John Henry Clark. We brought in Alvin Van Sertiman. And so all we did was educate people to their culture and consciousness. But the most important thing was we wrote a degree program. We wrote this minor certificate program. Now it's Africana Studies. And the students don't feel like they're part of it. Because now when we first started, we couldn't get one Black person with a PhD to work in the program. Not one, without even a master's degree, because they didn't think it would last. But now they all want to work in Black Studies. And first thing they want to do is change the name from Black Studies to Africana Studies to try to erase the past that it was designed and created by Black students and make it look like it was put together by academic people. It's like all y'all work and they hire some other principal to come and say, we ain't gonna do what y'all was doing anymore. We're gonna go back to mainstream. It's all about testing. It's all about uniforms. It's all about that. And just tear down what you was about. And that's what's going on with Black Studies today. They're not as we took the community to the college and the college to the community. We had classes out in the community. We had study groups. All of that's gone, but the struggle continues. I'm not, I'm retired, but I'm not dead. So the struggle continues, and we keep it up. But it's a long history. I'm gonna try to write the history of that struggle. And how it came about and everything.
Man. And what age were you when you got appointed?
I was 22. I graduated. Honor student graduated. I was the only one on the basketball team that graduated with his class with honors. And then I went on and got my master's and then got my PhD. And then but at the same time, it's just a struggle. But let me just say this to y'all. The much love that you have for what you're doing, don't ever think that the system is going to embrace it. The system don't is not designed for us to achieve in. What y'all doing is going beyond achievement because you're going a different way. You're doing a creative thing on your own. And it's a beautiful thing. It's like those that went along with slavery and those that, hey, we gonna get out of this. You understand? If birds are free, horses running free, dogs are barking free, what am I doing in chains? And that's the way I see y'all as revolutionaries. But at the same time, I know that you're gonna have faculty and you're gonna have administrators that's going to try to undermine what you're doing. But keep moving forward because you're doing the right thing. It's in the eyes and the hearts and the minds of the students that you touch.
Man, well, Pops, listen, you have made my day, my night, and I'm sure that you have made many others with the words that you've spoken today. You know, I love you. You know, I know I wasn't the easiest kid, right, to raise. I know you had your doubts, but I think everything that you have put with Mom and everyone in regards of our entire family and our village, man, it's just an honor to share this space. And it's an honor to just, you already know all the time, you're my superhero with what you've always provided, and the strength that you've provided for our entire family. I love you. I thank you. And, you know, we in the struggle and we're going to continue to fight.
I just in closing, we raising children is not easy because they're human beings and they're in different atmospheres of interaction. When I came along, the phone was a big black phone with a 25-foot cord, and you couldn't stay on it. You had to go to a phone booth to call your girlfriend. Right now, people walking around with phones. The technology and automation that y'all have to be able to Zoom and communicate coast to coast. You know, we only can communicate in our neighborhood at the park, you know, or at the playground. Y'all are way ahead of us. You understand? And it's a beautiful thing to see. You use this technology not to look at girls and talk sex talk and that kind of TV shows where you demean yourself just to get a few dollars, but you're using it for a noble cause, a principled cause, an ethical cause, a moral cause. And we are the most moral people that ever walked this earth. You understand? As bad as this country has treated us, we have been loyal, as some people say, and loved it and forgave it. That's the God in us. You understand? And the power that this system don't understand, that makes us the first people that ever walked the earth, and the animals related to us, the universe related to us. So y'all keep doing what you're doing. And I'm gonna keep track. And I just had Craig Hodges on my show. We talked about exploitation and racism in sports. It was a dynamic show. We had a lot of people chime in and a lot of guest speakers, and we're going to keep doing. And I modeled it after y'all show. I kept telling my son, teach me how to do that. Teach me how to do what y'all doing. And he gave me some game, and I hooked up with a couple other brothers, and we started our own podcast. We're going to try to do it on Monday night called The Conscious Corner or Black Truth. But hey, I learned, see, that's one beautiful thing about learning, being a teacher. You not only teach what you know, but you also learn from what the young people know. To raise kids, you got to be in physical shape, mental shape, and spiritual shape. And then you'll be a successful parent and a successful educator.
Man, listen, I think that's the spirit. I don't know if any of y'all had any questions, but I that nailed it for me right there.
No, Professor Rahh, I mean, salute just you saying my name when you watch my journey, man. That is huge, man, because, you know, we look up to what Rah's been doing here, and just know that you are the man, you the engine, you the battery in his back, man. I mean, you know, what better way to shoot for the stars to try to be like your dad? So salute to you, King. I appreciate all the jewels you dropped on us, and I can't wait till we build. You know, this is revolutionary. I see where Rah gets it from, but thank you, sir.
Yeah, man, and thank you. And I like the way you working with your kids, Akbar, and trying to get them into nutrition and physical fitness. You know, some of us grew up, you know, we ate what our parents fed us. We ate what we could. You know, we didn't have the entree of fast foods, and which are terrible for us, that you get addicted to with the seasoning and all that. But I just love what y'all are doing. And Dennis, for you to be the entrepreneur that you are, is monumentous. And he's always trying to figure out a way to expand his knowledge to kids, teaching them how to deal with stocks, teaching them how to manage their money, teaching them how to, you know, love their brothers and sisters and look after the young people. The purpose of young people is to do that, and to raise them, to have the intellectual wealth that y'all contribute to your families. And that's more than money. You can spill milk, you can get some more. You can waste money, you can get some more. One thing you can't get is time. And what y'all doing with your time, as far as helping young people, and as far as communicating and building a different educational perspective, oh man, it's monumentous.
Man, Pops. Thank you so
look,
much.
I know well, Uncle Lays, I know you ain't gonna let him off the hook that easy, huh, Uncle Lays? I know you got something for the professor there. Unmute yourself, Lays.
Uh-oh.
Unmute yourself, Lays.
We can't hear him.
That's what you get. You got that fancy equipment. He got that fancy equipment.
We can't hear you.
He's chatting though.
Yeah. So no, thank you, Professor Rahh, man. This means a lot, man. And the fact that you even, you know, you would even acknowledge us, OSG, and the things that we're doing is extremely humbling. So thank you so much. You know, thank you for blazing the trail for us. Thank you for laying the path for us and allowing us to be able to see what it is that, you know, what greatness looks like. And so thank you for being that prototype for us.
Man, I can't wait for this pandemic to end so I can get travel coast to coast and see y'all and go to y'all facilities and even talk to some of the young people at your schools. I can't wait.
Absolutely.
All right then.
All right, Pop.
All right. Asante Sana, which is Tuta Nada. See y'all later. Asante Sana is thank you in Swahili. Tuta Nada, I see you later. We don't say hi because too many people get high. We don't say hello because hell is low. But we do say Tuta Nada. See you later. All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Wow, Rahh. That's how you doing it. That's how you doing it, Rahh.
Hey, listen.
That's how you doing it.
Hey, listen. Pops had to come and just blaze it at the end, man. You know, that man, is just, you know, when growing up, you know, I used to always be like, man, I'm getting all these lectures, man. I'm getting all these lectures. Good, man. Like, I'm just trying to do me, man. I'm just trying to rap and play sports and just do me, but I'm getting this, and it was ingrained in me. You know what I'm saying? Like they're talking about the struggle. Although when I'm 9, 12 years old, I'm here. I'm like, man, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You know what I mean? And you know, now as I got older, as I matured, it was just like, oh, I get it. You know, and you know, I just wanted to share this time that I had my son, and you know, knowing that my father, he is such a powerful human being. I just wanted to share this space with him and with you guys. So it was thank you, thank OSG for allowing this happen because this was a special moment.
No doubt, man. Well, what up?
Just dope show, man.
Crazy, man. It's crazy,
dope, man. Yeah. Rahh, that was like we was watching the king, man. You know what I mean? That's like, you know, when you in the presence of greatness, and I always be, you know, when I'm around Rahh and Malik, is it, you know, they're like who's smarter in the room? They give you that feel, right? The king Rahh came in there, it was like, man, we're not worthy, man. Like that guy's on the moon stuff, man. So it's good, man. So we, you know, like I said, me and Rahh don't rehearse these things, man. Me and Rahh just speak freestyle. He put who he in, I put who I am. We don't even know, and it just works out. So man, hats off to you, Rahh, for doing this with me and having an amazing season. I can't wait. Like we got all summer to really go hard and really try to get this out there. You know what I mean? I know Tall Girl Tuesday, Danny, she do the podcast for us, so we got all summer to get this thing cracking before we come back again. And maybe, you know what I mean, the next one, Dennis, will probably be me out there in Cali with him in August or something like that, because I'm going out in Cali in August.
Absolutely. Well, again, you know,
now I can hear you, D.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
You can hear me, right? Yeah. No, I'm saying, you know, with all that said, man, you know, again, I think you always do it, Rahh. You always do it. You know, it's only right that we bring in Smitty and bring in Lydia.
Yeah.
You know, so Uncle Lays, man, you know, I mean, we wish you had the opportunity to talk to.
No, it was crazy. Let me tell you something. You know what? You had hit me up and told me because I had my camera was out of focus. So I had to move my camera. So I ended up kicking the plug out. But I was like, I didn't really need to say nothing, man. First of all, I want to give honor to your father, man. I see where you get it from, bro. Like that reminded me. I felt like I was talking to my father. I was hearing my father talk to me just now, man. He just brought me back there, because it was so clear and concise. And a lot of the stuff that we talk about, your father is saying that. I mean, I'm hearing your father say the stuff that Dennis and I talk about on a daily basis about how everybody ain't going to be able to go. We're going to have to do what we got to do. And we changing the game, man. So what you're doing is changing the game, but you're not changing it in vain. So like, for real. And you know what? I didn't have to talk to your father, because your father talked to me tonight, and that's all I really cared about. You know what I'm saying? I really cared about him speaking to us, his words of wisdom that we recorded down here on these microphones and on this YouTube right here is going to be here forever. It's going to be here forever, because I seen a gangster like that. I recognized the gangster, your dad, that stopped and said, wait a minute, this gangster has to go in this direction, though. It has to go in through me into my seeds, so that my seeds can go ahead and be better. Legacy. He speaks legacy. Everything your father was saying today that I heard was everything that OSG is. And I see why you fit with this family, brother. Salute to you, man. Thank you so much, man. When I say I'm blessed to be in your presence, that is not a joke, a phrase. That is the truth, man. I'm so blessed to be in your presence, man. Thank you so much. And I see where it come from.
Thanks.
I see where it come from, brother. Salute, man. Salute to you, brother. I see where it is.
Well, Ak, you know how you do, man. You know, you can't let this end without bringing in, you know, Lyd and Smith. So
yeah, they not getting out of here with that. I seen Lydia hair was done, so she good.
Come on up here, Lydia and Smith. Oh, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Before we do that, I had to just reach out. I had to reach out for one other special guest, man, to end us the right way, man. I'm gonna bring in our brother Dusko Poppington himself.
Oh, Dame. What up,
Come
Dame?
on in here, Dame Dash.
What's Gucci?
There he is.
Let me get in the light so y'all can see me. We at the studio. We about to tape.
Okay. Yeah, man. So Dame, this is the last episode of this season for Coast to Coast, man. And we didn't want to end this
under the belt already.
One season under the belt already, bro. You know, we couldn't end it without bringing you on, man.
And auction and magazines, books, seasons of TV shows. Hey, where you been at, Principal Rahh? I ain't seen you in the studio in a minute.
Hey, man, I'm ready now. I got my DP, my son here. I'm ready.
If you ever need a really sick, you know, bring your DP, but I got a sick sick one right now.
Oh,
Sick.
it's gone. It's
a,
on now.
I just shot a season, you know, because I got off that other reality show, and you know, I'm like, I ain't gonna complain. I'm gonna just do my own. So we just shot a season of that just now, which y'all will all be on it, you know.
Hey, yo, Dame, did you hear Rah's father speaking a few minutes ago?
No, I just got on.
Oh man, you got to sit down with his pops, B. You see where it come from, like for real.
I can dig it. Yeah. Right, come to the studio. We can do that live. We don't have to.
Ooh, that'd be dope, right?
Exactly.
The real OG stories, right?
That's the real OG.
Tommy Duncan, entrepreneur, black entrepreneur. Y'all met him.
What's up, man? What's up, Tommy?
What's up, baby?
I'm in the family now. How y'all feeling?
We good, brother, man.
You know, we just bringing solutions to any problem that anybody has that's with us culturally. We got it.
That's what's up, man. Nah, Dame, we know you busy, man. But like I said, we didn't want to close this out without bringing you on, man. Just to let these two brothers know, man, how proud we all are that they got another season, their first season under their belt, and they're both acclaimed authors right now doing big things.
Well, you know, when I first met you, I told you I know potential real fast. Also, Lays, he brought me in the loop, and he knows that if it was whack, I'd be laughing. And you know, you guys are real, unapologetic, and also fearless. You know, not only you doing it the education way, you're doing it the entrepreneurial way, and y'all slowly are becoming the plug. You know what I mean? So when y'all walk on the block, the kids are like, oh, we could get money with them. They look cool. I want to wear what they wear and drive their cars. And they got the same color skin as us. So you got people wanting to be principals and entrepreneurs and making sure they got to be fly. And you know I'm about all of that life. You know what I mean? And I love this circle and the family. You know what I mean? It's like a real family. Shit is real. You know? It's like educationally mobbed up. You know what I mean? So, and also the whole family activates at any time. So, you know, thanks for letting me be a part of the family. Thanks for evolving, making me a better dude. I'm 50 now, so this should be my circle. You know what I'm saying? And again, y'all making education and loving others look cool. And I fucks with that. Oh, excuse my language. I don't know where we on education. That's what the whole platform is about. And I look forward to the future. Everybody's dreaming big and everyone's dreams are coming true. So I'm with all of that, leading by example. So thank you. And, you know, hopefully y'all send this over so I can put it up on my joint too. You know what I mean? Now that y'all just popping mad seasons, you know.
Hey, pause. Bag drop.
Exactly. Pause, backdrop. Be funny. Yeah. So,
thanks, Dave.
I got a lot. I want to talk to y'all offline about some shit I'm doing. It's real big for us.
All right. Let's do it, Dave.
Real big for us.
There you go, my man. All right, Dave.
Let me just say this. Imagine if we control Disney.
Let's do it, Dave.
All right.
Let's do it.
We ready.
All right.
We ready, big
all right,
homie.
brother. Salute, Dave.
All right, y'all.
All right, now.
I'll do.
Yeah. Well, we wasn't gonna end this without bringing in the big bro, you know. And again, I see it's like he's proud, man. Dame is a different man because of us.
Absolutely.
Dame is a different businessman because of us. And so you know what? Salute to all of us, man, the whole OSG family. And again, none of this is possible, man. None of this is possible if we didn't all make up our mind that we was going to do this as a family. So let's just continue to do what we do.
Can I say one more thing before we go, D? And this is something that I think that's even bigger today. As I was talking to you at 8:00 this morning, just to talk about. First of all, just to talk about the contribution that Dennis has put to this family is ridiculous. Because I talk to Dennis sometime at 6:00 or 4:00 or 5:00 in the morning, and he ends up rocking until 10:00 at night on the West Coast, kicking it with Rahh on the West Coast. This man has not slept, I think, since the pandemic started. And he has been a blessing to my family. I was writing him a letter the other day, and I decided to hold that letter for another day because there's so much that he's done for everybody. He's got everybody talking to each other, going to each other's schools, really communing in a way that we can entice our power. This is a $500 million industry that we can control ourselves when we can control that narrative. Think about it from that perspective. If you was a dude that owned a CEO, we had 100 CEOs that controlled half a billion dollar industry. What could we do? And Dennis, by putting us together and training us to do it right and showing us that we can go ahead and connect and make money with each other. We can go out and do everything we're doing for our children. That is a special quality that you have, my brother. And I'm just so proud of what you have brought forth, because what you brought forth now, education will never be the same as it was. You have changed the game. You have made me better. You have made us better. And we hope as we continue, you continue to be proud of how we perform and do well for you and your wife, because what you've sacrificed to us, and I can't even talk about what you've sacrificed for us on this live feed. I'm just saying to you, salute to you, brother. And I know Amin, Rahh, and Akbar feels the same. Salute to you, brother. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all. Again, just keep doing what y'all doing, man. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of this movement. I'm proud of this family. And listen, ain't nothing gonna stop us, man. Let's just keep going to the next level. So, before we get out of here, we can't do so without bringing in Lydia and Smitty. Come on up here.
Lydia and Smitty,
come back up here one time.
There he is.
There he is. There they are. There they are. The brains behind this entire operation, man. Thank y'all so much. Lydia, I know you and Smitty have to be extremely flexible, especially with these two over here, because they never want to tell you who their guests are. They always spring it on y'all the last minute, and y'all always find a way to still make it seem seamless. So people don't know the behind the scenes stuff that go on. And I know Lydia loses her mind every time we run up in there at 5 minutes to 8, knowing that she got to put names up there and all kind of stuff. So thank you, Lydia. Thank you, Smitty. We appreciate y'all so very much. Without y'all, Coast to Coast, the Lions Den, Talk with Grit, none of that is possible. So thank y'all so much for always picking up the slack. Because I swear, boy, we run up in there last minute, and you make it seem like we've been on for 2 hours prepping for this thing. So thank y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Absolutely. Don't say nothing too crazy, Smith.
Yo, Smitty, if you're gonna talk on that, you need your own show, B, for real.
Say less, Smith. Hey, Lydia, thank you. All right. I know you'll say a word or two, but thank you.
Yes.
There you go.
Man. Y'all already know, but we got y'all. This has been great.
Thank y'all. And we just gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going higher, right?
That's right. That's what you do.
That's what's up. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so very much, man. Continue to do what y'all doing. Much love to y'all. See y'all real soon. Thanks again. Coast to Coast signing out.